Hi again. Uh, this is a helper video guide, and this was the first article we published on and gave you three options. One is LYNX, the links, most commonly known as a text browser. Second is elinks, and third is links. Links. This third one, links. We'll talk about this links, and for Unix, that is practically OS 10, and Unix like operating systems like GNU Linux. Um, it is quite easy to install. I mean, for getting the images working, you have to make the executable file and install it. So, and definitely for GNU Linux or even for OS 10, you have to use a specific command depending upon the which um, installation package you are using. The command will depend on the you can use whatever the package. But the problem that appears is during compilation is you face this error. So first you must have to get this one, a newer version of OS 10 or GNU Linux. Second, in case of OS 10, you have to install some components, not all. All are not necessarily needed. Um, it looks great if there is a syntax highlight, obviously. And everything is written in different articles, and if you are using Microsoft Windows, you can simulate Unix environment. Unfortunately, my last Windows 7 laptop has died, and I am very happy because my personal data will not be dead. Definitely, Apple can also steal the data, but possibly we have a better control. Because hardware is not uh, open source, the firmware is not open source, it is difficult to predict where the data actually goes. And these days, text browser is very important. So in case we use links directly without any flag, then it will just open your, we will demonstrate it, it will just open your inside item 2 or terminal app, whatever you are using, and there is two right now there are two options. One is terminal app and one is console for the command line. The console is not what we actually need for this reason. What we need is X11, and that part is missing from the latest version of OS 10. So we have to use, I mean, we have to install Xcores, right? And this is actually available as a DMG file, so you will not feel any issue. So first walk is for you to install Xcode. Is first walk. And yes, there is also options for Xcode. This, uh, ultimately it is a XLM, but the options are limited in number. Obviously you have to by default what is given, that is enough. Authentication is very important, otherwise there is no meaning of using a text-based browser other than saving bandwidth, because whenever you have to accept cookies you will uh, get a prompt to accept it or reject it. There is no manual for links because we have installed manually, and my package is for installation is brew homebrew. So if I open with that is what we I was actually talking about. If I open the directly with the command links and the website name followed by the website names, it will open this website in this way, right? So the things which the hyperlinks which were not prominent, or rather they were absent, for example the author link from the header meta tag appearing here, and this is how your Google web bots views. So you are viewing like a bot, and this will give you more good depth of creation and uh, organization of your website, because you can see that this is it might be great for visual appearance, but it is not optimized for as a textual browser, as I can see. Is not it? So this is the scrolling part is done by using the mouse cursor. I mean keyboard cursor. The cursor, moving the cursor key and hitting the return key, the center key will do the work. And I press the Q and then get rid of it. But if I want to flag with graphical mode, that I have to add this one and just hit the return key, and it will open as a Excel. Yes, again, great. So the PNG file is opening, the JPG file is opening. I cannot click in this way. I have to gradually go here, and it is the same way actually we use in old days. So back to old school. Great. So this is what you actually will see. My uh, profile photo is not showing up. Have you noticed it? Why it is not showing up? These small things will appear when you are using a text browser. You will get the answers after checking the HTML. So output integer. So it is also a very useful tool for the webmasters. Beside, it can help you for increasing your security and privacy. You'll never get any prompt in graphical browsers, and we actually need to read only the text part. And the reason why the people cannot compile it, or rather get a odd kind of error, that is a configuration error, configure error, no graphics drivers found. This is due to the reason the folder is absent in the command that has been used. There is no folder. So how you can compile a thing that is not present, or rather it has changed its location due to the fact that we are not using X11 anymore, we are using X cores. So either we can symlink the old folder, I mean old path to new path, but symlinking possibly bad way to think rather than correcting the command. So that's what we have done. Just we have changed the command a bit so that it points to the right path, and it's fantastically compiled. And you can also compile in that way, and definitely it will work. There is nothing to uh, worry about it. City includes, we can see it is a where all our all folders, you can see folders and files. It's a old path. There is nowhere there is your X11. So this is the right command, you can see. And after you run that command, you can easily make the install and happily browse in my way again. This is actually when there was X11, not now. X, using X course.